Hi Firsties, welcome. It's the end of the week. You've made it. It might be your Friday. If so, I hope you have a wonderful weekend after you're done with today's work. So we've hit our weekly review, which means we go over all the skills that you've worked so hard to learn this week, and we just verify or make sure that you have truly mastered these skills and understand them. So let's hop right into it today. So we are going to be practicing the different strategies here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to first do 14 plus 5, and I will do this one first with you. Let's break up 14 plus 5. So real quick, make sure you have your paper and your pencil. You always have to have those materials when you're working with Mrs. Gordon. Pause me if you need to. All right, 14. Let's break that up by tens and ones. How many tens do we see in 14? We see 1 10, and that means we're going to put 10 here because that is how much the 1 is worth. How many ones do we see in 14? We look at our ones place, 4 ones. So that means that if Mrs. Gordon was to add 10 plus 4, I would get an answer of 14. Okay, now how many ones are we adding on? 5. So what I'm going to do for the first strategy we learned this week, we learned to break up a number, and then we learned to draw a picture. So let's start here with the 10. I have 1 10. We have 4 ones we added. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after we got 14, we're going to add on how many more? 5. So let's draw out those 5 ones. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now looking at our picture here, let's count up how many tens and ones we have. Ready? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 was our final answer. But then we had our table to fill out. So looking at our final answer of 19, how many tens do we have in this number? And how many ones do we have? Go ahead and take about 30 seconds to fill that chart out. All right, friends, so how many tens did we have in the number 19? We only had 1 10. How many ones did we have in 19? We had 9. So now our work for this problem is fully completed. So what I want you to do for the second one, this is where I would like you to do our number bond. So we're going to break up 29. And then what I want you to do for this one is to do the same strategy that we did up here. So I'm going to let you have a little bit of time to practice that on your own. Okay, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. Go ahead. So just in case I have anybody that's stuck, remember we're breaking up 29 into the values of each place. So how many tens, how many ones, and what are they worth? We're breaking that up just like we did in the problem before. Once you have that, you draw your picture of everything, and tell Mrs. Gordon your final answer. So about 30 more seconds. All right, friends, so we are going to go ahead and work this problem out together. Make sure you're checking your paper as Mrs. Gordon explains this so you can make sure that you have the same stuff. So 29, let's look at our tens place here. We see a 2 in our tens place, so how much is that 2 really worth if it's in the tens place? It's worth 20, so that 2 is worth 20. We have a 9 over here in our ones place. How much is that 9 worth? It's worth 9. So then our next step here, we are going to show a picture of us adding 20 plus 9 plus the 7. So let's start with 20. How many tens does Mrs. Gordon need to draw? I need to draw 2 tens. So we have 10, 20. We had 9 ones, so I'm going to go ahead and draw out 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have 29 right here, and we were adding on 7 more. So let's draw our 7 more. Ready? So we have 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So we have 7 here. So my final answer was 36. Beautiful. Okay, this last problem here, we are going to do this one together, and I want to practice breaking our tens apart and making a 10. So let's start here. 16, that can break up into 10. So we have 1 in our tens place. How many ones do we have in 16? We have 6. So that means 10 plus 6 gives me an answer of 16 here. Okay, now what Mrs. Gordon is going to do is I'm going to start adding my ones together. So my ones, I had 6 ones, and I had 6 additional ones that were being added. So 6 plus 6 is my first problem. Oh, this is a doubles fact. 6 plus 6 is 12. We should know that. 6 plus 6 is 12. Now I'm going to take my 10 and I'm going to add it to my total amount of ones here. So I'm going to do 10 plus 12, and that's kind of a tricky one. So I'm going to draw a picture to show 10 plus 12. So I have 10, and I'm going to count on 12 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so let's count these. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that means 16 plus 6 is 22. Okay guys, that was a review of our strategies this week. You guys have done a fantastic job. This video is kind of short and sweet because this is just our review. This is our skills that we've been practicing so much. What I need you to do is go back to Seesaw, complete today's assignment, submit that with the green check mark. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for learning with me. Bye-bye.